Hey guys, it's Andy from Bucket List Freak, and today we're gonna talk about castles. Number 5. Starting off with the creepiest castle on this list, we have Miranda Castle, also known as the Noisy Castle. It's a 19th century neo-Gothic castle in Cels, Belgium. The castle was built by the English architect Edward Miller back in 1866. He was commissioned by the very wealthy Beaufort family that left their old castle during the French Revolution. The unfortunate thing is that Milner died before the castle was completed, and it was completed in 1907. The castle has seen a lot of things throughout the years. The family lived there until the Nazis came in World War II. Actually, a portion of the Battle of the Bulge took place right on this property. It was later taken over by the National Railway Company of Belgium in 1950. It was used as an orphanage and as a holiday camp for sickly children until the late 1970s. Today, the castle has been abandoned since 1991. The cost of maintaining the property just wasn't profitable, and the search for investors failed. Despite all this, it has been a favorite destination for urban explorers, just people that loves abandoned buildings. I mean, a completely empty castle you can roam around in seems pretty cool. However, people has been vandalizing the castle, and it was closed to the public in June 2016. Number 4. This castle will blow your mind with its impeccable quadratic exterior. With its grand moat that surrounds the castle's 4 walls, you'll find one of the most perfect portrayed castles. Bootham Castle is located near Robertsbridge in East Sussex. From the commands of Richard II, it was built in the year 1385 by Sir Edward Deligrig. This castle's mission was to protect England against an invasion from France, but that might not be Sir Edward's intent. He wanted to create a castle more known for its looks than its defenses. Unfortunately, most of the interior was destroyed by the English Civil War. Throughout many years, it was sold from one to another and making slow progression on the restoration of the castle. It was given to the National Trust in 1925 and is now a Grade 1 protected national monument. Fortunately for us, it's open to the public today. Number 3. In the old town of Segovia, you will find one of Spain's most famous castles, Alcázar de Segovia. It's often described as a castle that's sailing between 2 rivers. Originally, the towering castle was built as an Arab fortress with roots back to the first part of the 12th century. Later in the 12th century, it was transformed into a royal palace by King Alfonso of the purpose to defend the Kingdom of Castile. Throughout the medieval era, it became a royal residence for many legendary monarchs. Later on, the royal court was moved to Madrid and Alcázar became a notorious prison. However, in 1896, it was handed over to the Ministry of War and is today a Royal School of Artillery. Number 2. Throughout history, France has been a creator of many legendary castles. Right where Normandy meets the border to Brittany, we can find the wonder of the Western world. On a rocky tidal island, Le Mont Saint-Michel rises and forms a tower in the heart of the island. Surrounded by the sea, it's invaded by Europe's highest tide, with the astonishing difference at 15 meters between low and high tide. The rocky tidal island has historical roots that extended back to before the 6th century. The legend has it that the Archangel Michael commanded the Bishop of Archives to build a church. The bishop refused to obey, and the Archangel burned a hole into the bishop's skull with his bare finger. The result was the rising of the church in the year 709. This was the start of a new addition of various buildings constructed on the island, and also an expansion of the older buildings. The walls of the medieval castle are seen as a fair share of history, something that gives the castle the special ability to take you back to the atmosphere of the medieval era. Number 1. If you want to visit a real-life castle out of a Disney movie, the Neuschwanstein Castle is the place for you. This time we're going to the south of Germany, near the Alps in Bavaria, close to the little town Füssen. The castle stands on a tall, solid cliff, watching over the panoramic mountain scenery in the background. The incredible landscape is one of the reasons King Ludwig chose this particular scenery for his medieval vision of the palace. The history behind this fairytale castle is rather interesting in itself. After the king was forced to take the throne at the age of 18, Bavaria suffered a huge military defeat. Instead of processing his defeat, he built himself a fairytale castle in 1869. The castle is mostly inspired by the Mad King's obsession with Wagner. He was later arrested in 1886 for being unfit as a monarch and was named Mad King Ludwig. The construction stopped after Ludwig's death and is still not entirely finished, but it's possible to visit the castle today. And that was my list of castles. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and before we say goodbye, I want to ask you guys something, because I'm a small YouTuber and I want to ask you what you guys want to see. Like, I already have a list of 5 more castles, and I'm not sure if that's what you guys want to see. Do you love beaches? Do you want me to make a video about like cool festivals, more diving or hiking videos? Please tell me in the comment section down below. Alright, that ends this video. Hopefully you found something to add to your bucket list, and if you did, please hit that like button. If you want to see more travel related videos, hit that subscribe button, and as always, safe travels.